How's it going, everybody? So, it's Friday. It's pretty interesting outside right now. It was nice all day, then it started snowing. So, I don't know if it's snowing for real. Squall. We got a nor'easter during the week, which it's a northeast storm, and it's pretty much a cap to the shit show that the weekend can be. And we got the hat here, and then all right. So the thing I need to impose on people is check out my Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. I do tweet people things, and I'm still trying to streamline it. If anyone has an app, because the best way for me to check out Twitter is to go on my computer and have a deck set up so that I'm only scrolling through certain feeds. I have like my all feed, my this user feed, that user feed, and just going through that. Like the people that I'm looking for, like I find interesting, they're the ones that I'm going to like set aside and watch what they do. But the what was it? The thing I posted on the other day about old anime, like I was just really enjoying a bunch of old ones that I paused on watching years ago, and I've been staring at them ever since on my shelf, and they've just been taking up space. And the ones that I'm talking about are the ones like Shadow Skill, which I'm watching on PC, and Guyver, the animated series. Now, Guyver has a real special place in my heart because I found Guyver maybe before I found anime altogether, because late 80s, early 90s, there was this Guyver live action movie. There was two of them, and in my head they hold up really good, but I'm afraid to watch them on the off chance that they really suck ass. But it was really, really, like, I'm not saying cheap, but like there's a lot of like 80s, 90s like tropes in there. It was like they used the same warehouse that every other warehouse was used in. It's like that era of movies taught me that stay out of warehouses because that's where all the criminals are. So with Guyver, I really like that. That's more recent than Shadow Skill, and Shadow Skill, even though it came out, I want to say like 1998. There's a lot of 80s in there in the way the characters are designed. It's like once you become like an adult male character, you get a giant shoulder pad cape. Like I'm talking like what Piccolo wears in DBZ. You get one of those, and no one knows what your frame is like other than like the bigger your cape, the more of a better fighter you are in that one. So you have like one character, she just wears a vest, so she's strong, but she's clearly not as strong as like the older guys in the crowd. And then you have I don't know when because if it was based on a manga, then I can understand. Like if the manga was that much older, that's what it would be. So, all right, now what was it? Guyver, on the other hand, that was an early 90s book or movie. I don't know the origins of it. Like, there might be a Guyver OVA or OAV or anyway, there might be an original video, yeah. Original video animation or anime or whatever. So I've been watching those two, and those are they're good. I mean, they're cheesy, they're not perfect, but I was watching the English version of one episode of Shadow Skill, and I put that some of the highlights of it on Instagram, and that was like rewarding, because like you could definitely tell some of the translators and the localizers had they had a field day with some of the comedy that they just threw in there. So the thing I'm going to talk about right now, though, that I'm looking forward to when I get home, I want to say Jessica Jones Season 2 is out today. I have not seen any spoilers. I like the approach that they've taken with the trailers and going very minimalist on plot details. I have no idea what it's about, other than maybe she's going to try and find her family, or not find her family, but find the history of her in the first couple of episodes. So I'm going to do not live tweeting, not reactions, but I'm going to do reaction videos after each episode that I watch. I had planned to do more live streaming of video games this week, but like I said earlier, that nor'easter took a bite out of my ass. The first one hit over the weekend, and there was no internet. Like, no phones, no internet, but power. So I took that opportunity to get the capture card going, and I recorded some stuff that I'm going to be putting out eventually. I have a lot of recorded stuff that I just gotta put out there. I just gotta like put some dressing on it and then put it out there, because I have the stuff for Metal Combat and Battle Clash. So that's 2 games of light guns, and I have pretty much an entire playthrough of Ninja Assault for PS2, and then I'm gonna try and beat the original Time Crisis eventually. Like, that one's eluding me. Those arcade games, I've said this before and I'll say it again, those arcade mentality games, they are tough. They kick your ass, because they are made to get quarters out of you, and it is an actual challenge to play through those with a set number of lives. So that's what I'm running into. I'm trying to get better at certain games before I start streaming them again and recording them again, just because it's going to be very repetitive if I can't beat the first boss of Super Punch-Out. It's like, goddamn, I couldn't even get to the first end of the first level of Super Ghouls and Goblins. Same thing with Super Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4 is a fun game. I'm not saying basic, but it's like, graphically it's not the best. Like, I think, but it has a lot of Konami-isms. I played Batman Returns on the original cartridge on Super Nintendo, and that game, like, that is classic beat 'em up difficult. It is like you get to the final bosses and you're trying to beat them up, and holy shit, they have life that goes on forever. Like, the way that system worked was you beat up a character until their life bar turned to red, and once it turned to red, it depleted. But before it turned red, like, there was multiple colors, and the bosses would be like blue, green, purple. And when I say blue, green, purple, I meant it went blue, then it was green, then it was purple, then it was red, or some other order. I know it ended up being red at the end, but just flat out difficult. It took you forever to get good enough to just know when things are coming. And like, same thing with Contra. Like, I'm not even tempting Contra just because I know from playing it in like other environments, that game kills you quick. Like, there's a reason you need 30 lives, and even then, that might not be enough. So, all right. I'm working on a thing for the Comic Jam. It's called the Hex Project. Not going to go into too many details about it, but I will say, like, I've been thinking about how I want to approach my part in it, and this is like learning to be professional, because for the most part, I enjoy working on random topics each week that are voted on by the group. However, there's been a couple where it's like, God damn, I have no interest in doing that whatsoever, but if that's the topic, then that's the topic. Because you would be very lucky in life to only work on things that you really enjoy. Very lucky. I mean, like, there's probably some guy out there, he has the worst job you could possibly think of that just enjoys doing that job. Like, I know guys that are garbage men. Like, it was like, dude, how can you do that? I was like, dude, like, I ride on the back of a truck all day. I'm done in 5 hours. I make a lot of money, and I'm ripped because I'm lifting up all the shit that other people are like just throwing away. Like, that is my literal job, to pick up a bucket of crap that no one else wants or needs to get rid of, and then I just chuck it into a thing. So I was like, damn, that guy's probably got good core strength then, but I couldn't do it. So the eventual plan is, I'm probably going to have to get broadcasting software for this instead of using the built-in stuff for the PlayStation and the capture card I have, or I don't know, like, I have to research broadcasting. I think OWS is one. I want to have it set up so that I can put live stream, like me playing the game, like, which I want to. I'm pretty sure all Twitch channels come like this naturally. So. But I gotta figure out, because I'm sticking with YouTube. Like, I want to keep everything centralized. I'm sticking with YouTube, so I have to figure out how to live stream on YouTube from a camera, and which it's pretty fucking simple. I know where the setup is, all that stuff. But it would be way easier if I could do it on my phone. Way easier if I could do it on my phone. So that's not happening anytime soon. Here's a little thing. I was thinking today, and you ever have like a neuron in your brain just like fired up, and you just remember something out of the blue, and just like something sets you off? I remember in January getting a text saying, "Hey, there's going to be a charity dinner in February." But I didn't remember that it was in February. I just remember getting a text saying, "Hey, there's going to be a charity dinner. Do you want to go check this out?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that." Today, I'm driving along. I was like, "When the hell is that thing?" So go to my phone, check the message. I was like, that was supposed to be on the 17th of February, which is like 2-3 weeks ago. And I texted the person that sent me. I was like, "Hey, what happened that night?" And I was like, "Oh, there was a blizzard." There was? Oh, shit. So, did you go to it? Is that like, no? I was like, did you buy a ticket for me for the thing? It was like, yeah. I was like, It's like, okay, I'll get you the money for it when I get a chance. Because, goddamn, like, I completely forgot that there was a blizzard. And how the hell do you forget that there's a blizzard? Like, on a night? I mean, I'm sure I was aware of it the week of, but I forgot. Like, and I don't know, that's a pain in the ass. And I remembered it because it was a beef dinner, I think. And there's something about a beef dinner during Lent on a Friday where your mouth is watering just at the thought of like beef. Just like really good, like natural flavor, good food beef. So, like, at least the money went to the charity, so. Alright, let's see now. My goals this weekend. I want to have reaction videos to the Jessica Jones. I'm going to do them individually over my phone. I am going to get to the box office Bomb Squad. Like, I'm not doing just one episode of that shit, so I will get to another one. I don't want to do a stream, and I've been thinking about like the next chapter that I have to write in Whatever Happened to Shield Lad, and I keep putting it off because I don't think I'm ready to write the next thing, but I'm running it through in my head before I hit the page, because when I have it in my head right, that's when I get like better stuff done, I think, or I get more stuff done, or because I'm following a plan, and the plan is just a series of prompts to send me in the direction that it goes, and I play off of each prompt based off of what I do. Now, which, it's organic, it's slow as shit though, and I don't have the discipline to really force my way to finish. Like, so what I would like to do is I would like to get 2 chapters of that done. So I want to do 2 chapters of Shield Lad. I want to do 10 reaction videos to Jessica Jones, spoiler-free reaction videos. I'm really curious how the hell the Disney deal is going to affect Netflix, because I'm hearing rumors that they're going to pull everything, but I'm also hearing things like, yeah, we're gonna keep them there and all that stuff. But I have a feeling all the new Marvel, what would have been Netflix shows, is going to be on their streaming service, because Marvel, Marvel is doing a better job with their films and their streaming content than they are their network. Now, mind you, their network content is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is getting better. People forget about TV shows that the first couple years always suck. Give you an example. Big Bang Theory. It's probably the most popular show out there right now, sitcom. Everyone hates like the first couple of years of a sitcom, even though they'll keep watching it. It's when they get to year 3 and 4 and 5 that things get really good. In terms of, all right, these are the characters. We're going to play around with them a little bit. We've already established what they are. Like Big Bang Theory, just to keep with it, like the majority of the episodes that I think of as classic are from seasons 3 and 4. Like Wallowitz gets his junk stuck in a robot hand. Trying to think what else, but the ones that they play on TBS, like the ones that they play in syndication, those are the ones that you think of as classics, and they never start with the first episode or even the second season. They always start like getting really good right around like years 3 and 4, and I want to say like Amy came into play around that time on Big Bang Theory. So the stuff you're seeing now with Big Bang Theory is like the next evolution, I guess, of what you saw from 8 or 10 years ago, however many years it was. So, all right, people, have a fun weekend. Peace.